Over the next 6 weeks, I will be making my way across Indonesia from Jakarta to Labuan Bajo. Join me as I start my journey on the island of Java, taking a train from the nation's capital to the cultural hub of Yogyakarta.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Indonesia. Today I am in the city of Yogyakarta, hope I'm saying that right, in central Java, and I'm so beyond excited to be here. Would you believe I studied music in university, and one of the things that I went deep into was Javanese gamelan. So I can play the gamelan, I can sing some Javanese songs, and as part of that I learned a lot about the culture and the music from central Java and specifically from Yogyakarta. So I am beyond excited to be here and to check that out. I would love to get the chance to play a gamelan obviously, but I haven't seemed to have the opportunity for this yet. But let me just say, I've been here one morning, that's all, and I must say that the people here are some of the friendliest that I've met in all of Southeast Asia. It's just incredible. I actually feel like a celebrity here. Like, I felt like there were a lot of tourists here. There's a lot of backpackers in the hostel I'm staying in, but when you walk here in the streets, there really are not, and everybody is coming up chatting, looking for photos, wanting to know where I'm from, trying to practice their English, and it's just absolutely lovely to see. It's such a nice culture that they're not afraid to come up and have a chat, and it's just a very warm, open culture, and I'm really excited to explore a little more.
One of the top activities around Yogyakarta is a visit to Prambanan temple. You can take the train to the nearby town of Prambanan and walk to the temple from there.
An absolute must visit during your time here in Yogyakarta is Prambanan Temple, which is one of the oldest Hindu temples here in Java. Dating back to the 9th century, this is a really impressive building, and I'm not on my own today. Guys, I'm so happy because you can hear the gamelan in the background here. This is my lovely instrument that I want to find here and play somewhere. It's a speaker, is it? I think it's coming out through a speaker.
It comes from the tree, or I don't know.
It does sound like it's coming from the tree, doesn't it?
Somewhere there.
Where is the gamelan? That's the gamelan. Another reason that Prambanan Temple is so important is it's actually the largest Hindu complex in all of Southeast Asia, and Yogyakarta is definitely the place to come for temples, guys, because the more famous temple here is called Borobudur. That's the largest Buddhist complex in all of Southeast Asia. So yeah, this is the place to be if you like temples, and why wouldn't you like this? There's been a lot of construction going on here in recent years, and that's because a really large earthquake hit Yogyakarta in 2006, and so you can still see that they're fixing up some of the temple from that as well. I must say, having been to a lot of temples in Southeast Asia now, this is very impressive and really reminds us of Angkor Wat as well. Really similar sort of designs. It's kept really well, so you can still see a lot of the details in the tableaus and the images. Yeah, definitely worth a visit, guys. So there are other smaller surrounding temples here as well, and some of those are Buddhist. But today happens to be the biggest day, arguably, on the Buddhist calendar, which is Vaisakh, which is the Buddha's birthday, the day of Buddha's birth. And so we thought we might have missed it. We actually wanted to go to Borobudur today because of that. The tickets were sold out. But we just seen some signs here, and it looks like there's some kind of festival going on, and they might actually be celebrating Batik here as well, because there are some Buddhist temples. So we're going to check it out and see what sort of celebrations are going on. But yeah, feeling pretty lucky to be here on a day like today. It's a very important day. Another day, another temple here in Yogyakarta. Today we're visiting the largest Buddhist temple in the entire world. This is Borobudur, and it is very well known. I would say the number one thing to see if you come to Yogyakarta for sure. It took us, how long did it take? Like an hour and a half? 2 hours? Yeah, it took us like an hour and a half on a grab to get here from the city centre. The traffic here it's not great, guys. Now, there is a festival, Batik is on at the moment. It's the second day of it here, but in general I think it's pretty busy. Java is the most populated island in the whole world, so traffic is busy. Give yourself plenty of time, and it is expensive to come here, but we're hoping that it's going to be worth it. We get a guided tour and you can climb up to the top of the temple, so let's find out.
This is the big stupa. The holy place for Buddhism is here.
We just got our first glimpse of the temple, and it is gorgeous. Oh, it's very unlike anything. I don't know, have you seen anything like it before?
Oh,
not really.
Definitely not. Quite interesting, yeah.
It's really different, but I'm glad we're going up as well, so you can see like all the bells and stuff.
There was a king, no monarchy system. So Indonesians were living group by group. Four stories. 1, 2, 3, 4. The storytelling about good karma, good activity, good life. The story is one day there is someone getting sickness. Their friend, their family come to him, help him by giving massage, making traditional medicine.
This is definitely one of the nicest temples I've ever visited. It's just, and our guide is incredible. We're getting so much information about Buddhism that after 7.5 months in Southeast Asia, some of it is still news to me, even though I've visited countless Buddhist temples at this stage. The views as well from the top are spectacular. It is a cloudy day, it's smoggy, and you can still see some of the mountains in the distance. And it's just such a dramatic backdrop to the whole thing. Incredible.
As we were leaving Borobudur, the heavens opened and we ended up stopping for shelter at this local warung before getting a grab taxi back to Yogyakarta again.
This morning we're at another must visit here in Yogyakarta, which is the water castle. Don't know much about it yet, excited to learn a little bit more, but I can tell you one thing, it is Saturday and it is absolutely packed. Sound. We got a nice group this morning from the hostel. The gang.
Jogja, don't miss it. Bring your friends. Yeah.
Bring your friends. Bring everyone.
Come see me.
So it's funny because actually a lot of the stuff we found out is closed. What do you think of that, Roger?
That's a pity.
It's a pity. We paid for it and then they're like, oh, actually a lot of it is closed today. But I mean, the courtyard is spectacular. It's very nice. Pretty small. And yeah, we're just going to head into this building now. This one behind us had something to do with the Royal Gardens. That was it.
Taman Sari, or the Water Castle, is the former garden of the Sultan of Yogyakarta. It dates back to the 18th century and takes its architectural style from the popular European styles of the time.
Well, there's definitely water here, definitely a castle, so well worth a visit. Very, very busy, as I said. And I wish there were some signs telling us what it actually is, because I'm not sure what we're looking at, but it is beautiful. The architecture is exceptional.
From the Water Castle, we got grab bikes to Batik Seno, a place on the outskirts of the city where you can do a full day or a half day batik workshop.
This afternoon, myself and some friends from the hostel are at a batik workshop. Now, batik is from Java and specifically, as far as I'm aware, from Yogyakarta, so I'm really excited to have an afternoon to try out some different techniques and learn a bit more about the beautiful wax art of batik.
Here, you pick out a template, outline it with hot wax and choose a colour for the dye.
So be careful. Okay. This is very hot.
Okay, yeah.
And this is how you hold the cloth.
Okay.
So not flat. Need to tilt towards you a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you need to. This is how you hold the pen. Yeah. So not like this. Okay. So hold it like this. And then just like this. No need to press it hard. Just soft.
Okay.
And then move slower. Don't get too fast, because if you do too fast, it's not clear. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's going well. Kalila's doing fab. It's looking good. Mine is the least detailed. Roger just arrived, so he's practicing. So this is actually really meditative. We just have our own little corner. And we're doing a little bit of batik, and it's beautiful. It requires a lot of concentration, but it's a really nice way to spend an afternoon. I'm getting a little bit of help with my final touches on my picture. Roger's flying it. Stunning, Roger. What do you think? You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Looks good now.
Yeah. You happy with yours? Oh, where's yours gone?
She's taking
Take it. Oh yeah.
it as well.
Woohoo!
Do I just put it in? Yes.
Oh, that's so good. Ooh, what's it gonna be?
Java has a distinct culture that varies from other parts of Indonesia. Nowhere is this more prevalent than Yogyakarta, which is classified as a special region in Java. You can feel this culture as you walk among the streets, from inquisitive locals to incredible street art and architecture. I decided to explore some aspects of this culture during my time in Yogyakarta.
So I seem to have found myself in the Kraton, which is the palace here, and it's where some Javanese royalty still live. And yeah, a lot about the culture and things like that. It's not the main palace, but it's the palace, I think, here in Yogyakarta. I'm not quite sure, I just kind of strolled in, to be honest. So I found the official entrance, 25,000 to get in, not too bad, and I found a gamelan. I'm actually so blown away to see this gamelan here. I learned about this gamelan at the Kratan when I was in college, and it just means a lot to actually see it in person. It's so beautiful, and I really want to get up there and play it. It just brings back a lot of memories. It was a long time ago now when I learned it, but like I learned about all this stuff in detail and really wanted to come here at the time and like train as a gamelan player. I don't even know if you can do that, but it's really special to see it in person. God, I have to say this is so different to anything I've seen yet in Southeast Asia. Like, the Javanese culture is so unique, and the script is gorgeous as well. Their writing, oh, it's so beautiful. That was a really funny kind of side quest. After the palace, I was coming out and this guy was like, oh, there's because it's Wednesday today, there's some kind of inclusion in your ticket that you can go see some cultural things. And I was like, sure, why not? And it was actually very cool. He took me to 3 different things. The first one was shadow puppet making. Now that was super interesting, and the guy there was amazing, and like he told me all about, you know, it's all to do with the 4 elements and how humans are like the 5th element. Got lots of fans over here. But that was really cool to see and to learn more about, and he showed me like the detail in those shadow puppets was amazing. So I was chatting to him for a while.
It is like from generation to generation.
Wow.
But the beginning of this idea of the puppet is not from us. I mean, it's like not from our family, but this is attached with our culture. Because long time ago in our ancient, lot of people of Java that they were illiterate, so they didn't exactly knew how to read or how to write.
Yeah.
And then the idea of the puppet, this is from the royal family. From our I'm from Jogja.
From Jogja.
Long time ago, study.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then you put it. Whoa. That's so impressive.
And this characteristic, this was the symbol of the art and
then I was taken to more Batik, but I've already bought Batik today, and that was lovely. And then to some Luwak coffee place, which I've tried before in Bali, which has been really nice. But of course, I was strong-armed into buying a cup there, which, as you know, is very expensive. You want to come on the camera? I've got a fan here. YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
YouTube, yeah. What's your name?
My name is Sunu.
Sunu. I'm Kate. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I'm Suni.
Are you from here?
I am from Yogyakarta.
Oh, very good. Do you have? Nice to meet you too. I have to say the culture in Java is really appealing. It's all like mind, body, spirit, but all to do with like human emotions and things. I wish I understood it more, or I could go into more detail, but it is amazing. Traffic. But yeah, definitely the cultural side of the city of Yogyakarta itself has to be in the top 5 things to do here. You know, at least because it's just, as I said, so different to anything that I've seen in Southeast Asia so far. 100%, it's worth a visit.
Aside from the wide variety of activities available in Yogyakarta, I would highly recommend to all backpackers to stay at Laura's Backpacker Hostel. This was one of the best, most social hostels I stayed in over my 10 months of travel, and it was so easy to meet people and make friends there. Bonus, Laura has a lot of pet snakes that she takes out at night to chill with the guests.
Last night here in Yogyakarta, and I'm very lucky because there is a cross-cultural festival on tonight where there's going to be 14 stages on the main street with music, there's going to be a parade, a huge street food markets and everything, so a bunch of us from the hostel are heading out to celebrate now. Let's go. What is happening? Maybe they're going down here, yeah, we don't know. It's chaos, as per usual.
Although this festival was utter chaos, it was the best way possible to finish my time in Yogyakarta. The music, the dance and the costumes of Central Java are so culturally different to anything I've ever seen, and this festival presented me with an incredible opportunity to see a culmination of these cultures.
End to my time here in Yogyakarta. I absolutely love my time here, and what a way to end it than with a million of my closest friends, because it's packed out here tonight. It's very crowded. The festival just finished. Everyone is walking the same direction to get taxis or rickshaws. I'm going to walk back to the hostel. Good night, everybody. I hope you liked this list of recommendations for Yogyakarta. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, you know the deal, you know the stuff, because I have lots of recommendations for other parts of Southeast Asia and the rest of the world as well. Now to not get knocked down by a car. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you in the next place.